Black Coffee Foundation and SA Harvest have joined hands to assist flood victims in KZN. The two organizations will be raising funds from public, private and foreign donors to assist with the relief. The recent floods have killed more than 400 people and destroyed houses and infrastructure in the province. Joining us is Lungie Maphumulo, CEO of the Black Coffee Foundation, and Lindsay Hopkins, KZN Operations Manager for SA Harvest. Ladies, very good afternoon. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Newsfeed, and this is the PM edition. Maybe to start off with you, Lungie, talk to us about the work of the Black Coffee Foundation and how it relates to the issues at hand.
Okay, the Black Foundation was formed, I think, 10 years ago, and initially looked at the disadvantaged black people, and we since now have extended the scope to education and to fighting hunger. Hence the partnership now with SA Harvest. And I must say that the partnership with SA Harvest didn't just start from the funds for the floods, but started beginning of last year sometime. So it's an ongoing process. It's not just for the floods only.
Now, obviously, the impact of the floods have been absolutely devastating. What are you looking to raise and over what period?
It's not like we're looking at a specific amount to raise, but it's just people must give what they have. Food, blankets, clothes, and building materials where we can. Because I believe that the people that are staying in halls and schools have been there for quite some time now. It's time that we start moving them to their homes. And the only way we can do that if we assist them to build their shacks and their houses that have been demolished. And it looks like it's not going away anytime soon. So we keep feeding and feeding and feeding. And the more we feed, the more they are dependent on us. So it's important that we've done what we could for the past 3 weeks with SA Harvest. And now we are saying to the public, assist where you can. Together we can do more.
Lindsay, now coming to you, talk to us about your partnership with the Black Coffee Foundation and why you saw it fit to work with this particular foundation.
Hi. Yeah, it's been a great partnership. It's what's been so good about it is we can position ourselves from KZN, where the immediate crisis and all the problems are at the moment, but they've also got we've got a strong relationship with them in the Eastern Cape, where there's also just an ongoing need. So I think between the KZN and Eastern Cape being the two provinces that are, got the most, seems to be most vulnerable communities around. A lot of people living in informal settlements, so there's no water and sanitation, there's no responsible waste management, and there often are people that are living hand to mouth, so we need to help with that. And especially with all the food waste that goes to landfill, there's just no excuse for people to be hungry every night. And we've just got a lovely synergy, and Lungie's out on the road and she's meeting various different communities and able to help us while I'm just trying to bring food in and manage logistics from the backside at the warehouse and run the forklifts and the teams and the trucks. She's out on the road and just saying Linz, and she's bringing more people into our focus. So yeah.
Lindsay, you talk about food waste. Just paint a picture for us as to just how much food goes to waste and how it actually goes to waste.
At the moment on record, there will talk about record. It's reported that there's about 10 million tons, but that's what's been reported. I think obviously at agricultural waste, there's anywhere between 30% and 60% that doesn't make it through to market. And whether that's just access to the markets, if you've got emerging farmers, or the fact that it's not very straight to cucumber or bright red apple, it's just, the people become quite fussy. So we've got all of that going to landfill. It's short-dated stock that maybe can't, it's only got a 6-month shelf life. It's pointless putting 10 pallets or something onto a shelf. And then, so that just gets written off and gets dumped. Or if there has been damaged packaging. So the packaging is damaged, but the product is still absolutely perfect. And then it's just almost cheap and easier. People manufacturers just run new lines and send them off to the shops, and the stuff gets dumped. You've also got your best before date. So things on the shelf, especially fresh produce and bakery stuff. So we collect every day where we can. And you've got over 20 million people that go to bed hungry every night. So if you do the maths, nobody should be hungry in this country. We need some legislation and policies changed in order to really get on top of the manufacturers and the retailers and force them to help us do this.
That's obviously a huge amount of food that goes to waste, 10 million tons, you say. Lungie, black coffee is a huge brand on Instagram, over 3 million followers, I'd like to believe. Have you found it easy to reach out to the people of South Africa and beyond because of the brand that he is? And what sort of response have you gotten to date?
Sure. To be honest, is that although you are saying it's got about 3 million and above in terms of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, South African people are not really giving people. I've seen that. And we get people from outside South Africa who say, how can I help more than our people that are around? And we went live yesterday. We went live with this campaign. And all we have is people asking for things, not people giving. You know, I'm hungry here, I'm hungry there, you know. So we're getting more asks than here, what I can give to you guys.
Okay, final question before we let you go, ladies. Lungie, I'm not entirely sure I would agree that the South Africans are not giving, but let's talk a little bit about just how much work the Black Coffee Foundation has done in positioning themselves as the organization of choice, certainly to receive donations from people. And also, if people would like to donate, how do they reach out to you?
If people would like to donate, okay, for this specific campaign, all the donations we've channeled them through to SA Harvest because they have so much experience in what they do. But for any other donations outside the specific campaign, you can go onto our website. It's there, blackcoffee.foundation, and you'll find all the details on how you can donate to the foundation.
Much appreciated. Lungie Maphumulo, CEO of the Black Coffee Foundation, and Lindsay Hopkins, the KZN Operations Manager for SA Harvest.